Hello, my friend, wherever you are. I'm sending you love, the power of positivity, and vitamin D, and the glory hole. COVID-19! 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 Just kidding. But this is the end of the Enchanted Highway, the last sculpture. And I just happen to be on top of a hill, and we are actually we're watching the sunset. So no parking overnight here. So this is what I notice when I travel. Like a lot of the red state tend to be cool. Like, you don't have to follow every law, even though I do believe in, we gotta have the rule of law, but such as like, no parking overnight when you're in the middle of nowhere. And I get it. I mean, if you let one person, then more people are gonna do it, and then people ended up trashing the place. So when they say no overnight, it means no overnight, and I'm okay with that. You dirty peasant. However, so North Dakota, I believe North Dakota is a red state, or at least the senator is no, not the senator. Oh, the mayor, I think. I'm so bad. I'm sorry, but I always thought North Dakota is a red state. So, but pretty much it's very similar to Seattle. I mean, similar in a way where when you are in the city, like, in the downtown area, you can't drive the truck there. I think there are like signs that says like no overnight parking. It's like certain state when I go, I don't see a lot, like especially red state. Maybe because I'm out on the country. When you're out on the country, nobody really care that much. But when you're in the city, they gotta have like ordinances, and you gotta follow. Because when one person start doing it, and then everyone's doing it, and everyone start trashing the place, and that's why it's so important to have common courtesy. Like, I used to be that guy that always like preach about everything, like, how righteous I am, virtue signaling, but I don't even flush my own toilet when I go to the public restroom. I don't even sanitize the doorknob. I don't even make my bed. I don't even make my own money. Con, I'm perfect. How can it be me, Con? Here I am preaching how to save the world. Are you ready? Take my hand, we'll save the world together. But my friend, so the takeaway for this video, okay? And the reason why I keep mentioning thyself, first of all, nobody is perfect. No matter where people are, unless you are like really, really, really disciplined, then I get it, But if the majority of people are not disciplined, because no matter where you are at whatever stage in life, you are going to reach a new circumstance where you have to challenge yourself. And what I mean, like for example, when I was living back in Seattle, like I had a routine, like workout. Like I have my my morning routine and stuff like that. Like I would wake up, coffee, and then go make videos for go make video for YouTube at the time, but now it's Odyssey, and then work out, and then walk around the lake, and then go home, and then watch a little bit of the news, and then I forgot. Have you ever saw insanity, then later saw creativity? But ever since I started my road trip, I haven't been working out because my day are so epic. Well, I wouldn't say epic, but it's really hard to plan. I still don't have a set of schedule, like when I should be going on the road, because like I'm being so spontaneous. Like my mind is like in a whole different place. So I'm still trying to work that part out. And come to think of it, if you were to have a routine and you do the same thing every day, eventually it will get boring, and nobody wants to live in the same routine. Even if you're happy, even if you're healthy, you want to challenge yourself, go further. And that's what I've learned on this, on this road trip. Ta-da! Have some donut. And the more we work on ourselves, and if everyone can come to a sense of having like common courtesy, clean up after yourself, share like, basic values, what it's like to be a human, what it's like to treat one another, I think, we will get along just fine. And y'all got to stop watching the news, okay? The news is very divisive. So it's social media. But when I go out and I meet people, it's like, everyone's nice. And even cities that are more strict compared to other, and I think it's kind of like vice versa. It doesn't really necessarily has to be blue or red. It depends on the location, on which part of the area, really. But in general, people are really nice. So, keep that in mind. And, if we clean up after ourselves, especially if you go on a, if you go on a road trip like I am, if you travel, you have some common sense, clean up after yourself. And if, follow, signs where they say no overnight parking. There's a time limit, when it opens, when it closes. I think if we all follow the basic, then we don't give each other a hard time, and we get along just fine. And if you ever park at someone's parking or a superstore parking, go and buy something. Support them. What are you on? So, my friend, I hope you enjoyed the beautiful sunset. And I realized that yes, there are a lot of problems out in the world, there in the globe. And but if we keep on externalizing our power, we're not gonna get anything done. We have to start from within. Like, even making your bed. I think if you are in the armed forces, I've never been in the armed forces, but I've learned from every of my friends that they teach you how to make your bed, and I think that's really important. The first, you gotta have a routine, but then don't, hygiene is important, okay? Making your bed is important. Even though I travel, some of the basics of taking care of myself, I still keep that. I still take shower, of course I do. I'm clean. I still make my bed in the morning after I'm done sleeping. What else? I always try to fill up my gas tank when it's half empty. I don't even go below it. It's like, those basic things you can train yourself, right? And the moment you get better at working on yourself, you just start radiating out to other people. For example, if you go to a park like this, right? And then after you're having a good time, you're eating, and you're just like blah blah blah. And then after you're done, you clean up, you put everything away. And then, people look at you and they're like, oh, okay, you will never know who you will inspire. That's what I'm trying to say. Con, are you high again, bro? So my friend, much love. I hope you are working on yourself as I'm working on myself every day, all day, every day. And the moment we are honest with ourselves, we can be honest with other people. And I think that's when true evolution will begin. So much love and tada.